Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They don't be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now. Photo now. Photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more.
Yes, my peoples, back again. Yeah, consistency is the key. I say this every day. We're with it, man. It's a bit early today on this one. We're usually not even this early, but we've got to make it happen, man. You understand? Regardless. So yeah, man, I'm gonna hit you up with all the news that's come out this morning, and maybe some from last night. We're gonna start off with Ekitike. Frankfurt sold Omar Mamouche for 63 million and would ask for something similar for Hugo Ekitike. Remember, it's been coming out that they want 100 million for Ekitike. That was the price that's been quoted, 100 million euros. But now it's coming out that they only want 63 million. So that's 100 million euros is probably like 85 or something like that. So like basically no less than 17, 18 million less than what they was asking for more. But yesterday, it was Liverpool are in regular contact with Hugo Ekitike, and that's from Fabrizio, the big dog. So remember, but they got to sell Darwin Núñez first. So Liverpool want Ekitike if they sell Darwin Núñez, and Ekitike, his price is £63 million. So what's going to happen then? Are we going to go for him and just pay that 63 million? It's coming out that the Man United squad hierarchy actually rate Ekitike. Ruben rates gyokeres, but the Man United hierarchy rate Ekitike. So we might end up going for Ekitike. It's only 63 million pounds. It's not as bad as it sounded before. Before it was 100 million and all of that. That was crazy. Remember, he's really only had one good season. Do you understand? And you got to remember, I don't really think he suits the striker that Ruben needs, though, to be honest. I don't think he's like strong, attacking. I don't think he's a bully. You can see from this picture alone, he's very skinny. He is tall. He does run the channel sometimes, but he's more of a ball to feet. A lot of people will tell you, oh, he reminds you of Xerxes, etc. So to have like two type of Xerxes players, it's a bit of the same profile. So I don't know, man, but that's the situation today. His price has been reviewed. It's £63 million. Liverpool in regular contact. They want to sell Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez is linked to Napoli. So if Darwin Núñez gets sold to Napoli, AC Milan or Saudi, they're going to go straight for Ekitike. As you can see, Liverpool in regular contact. They're going big this summer. They just got Wirtz for 116 million. They've got Frimpong. They're going to get gyokeres. So that's a right back, left back. Wirtz is a attacking midfielder. And now they want to get a striker as well. Remember, they won the league last season without a striker. They had Luis Diaz in the false nine. So they're going big, man. They're not playing no games. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Are we going to go for him? We're the only people that can go for a striker now, remember that. Chelsea just got Delap and Jackson. Liverpool got to sell Darwin. Arsenal are in for Sesko or Gyokeres. So it's an open road. And he's a Man United fan. If we really wanted him, we could get him right now. And then we've got Hojlund. It's come out this morning. Inter retain an interest in Rasmus Hojlund, but his preference is to stay at Old Trafford and fight for his place. Oh my days. Just what we needed, isn't it? On a morning like this. This guy wants to stay. Listen, look at the season you just had. Please, like, just have some, you know what I'm saying? Just look in the mirror and just say, bro, the season I just had was mad. Inter Milan want me. It's a slower league. I was thriving in Italy. That's where I came from. Let me go back there and just do what I need to do. The guy is saying, I want to stay and fight for my place. You couldn't handle it. Every defender he played against had a compilation after the game. Every defender, Southampton, Leicester, whoever, they'll have a compilation of their performance that day. It was so easy for them. So I like Rasmus because he's a Man United fan. He's fulfilled his dream. He wanted to, you know what I mean? You came over, but come on, go on loan. Do what Antony done. Go on loan. You go to this Italy. It's a bit slower. Score a few goals. Build up your confidence. Maybe then you come back, and then we see what we can do with you. Or you just stay there. You said you liked it in Italy. As you can see by Alfredo, Rasmus Hojlund wants to return to Italy. He really likes the Inter option. However, Inter need to reach an agreement with Man United. I think Man United want to sell him. It came out yesterday that Xerxes is the one that's going to stay, and Man United want to sell Rasmus Hojlund. But he wants to stay. But this is what I'm saying. I can't see us like we're not really brutal. You see, like Chelsea, they do crazy stuff. They will ban you from the changing rooms. Chalobah, he's from the academy. Get out. Like, they don't care. They won't register you for the Club World Cup. Look at Sterling. He's at home right now. They're brutal. We need to have that approach, man, where we're a bit more brutal. Like, bro, it didn't happen. Just go on loan. You have to go. You're not going to play. But I feel like we're doing this like, do you want to go? It will be best if you go, but it's up to you. It's like, that's what we're saying to them. It's up to you if you want to go. But we're not telling them, yo, you need to go. Yeah, it's going to be better for your environment. Go and then come back, and then we'll see what we can do. So Rasmus is saying basically his preference is to stay at Old Trafford and fight for his place. If we get a striker and we got Xerxes on the bench, I can't see him getting on. We got one game a week. What are we going to do? Put him on for Carabao Cup? Like, I don't know, man. I think he just should go in on Friday. But even Inter wanting him, it's a bit crazy because they got Thuram and Martinez. So why do they even need a striker? That's a bit mad anyway. And then we got Onana. This came out yesterday by Samuel Locker saying that Onana is expected to stay at Man United despite speculation of an exit. Ruben enjoys a warm working relationship with the goalkeeper. They're meant to be cool, but it's come out today by The Athletic now. Earlier today, look at the date and the time at the bottom. Andre Onana's representatives held a meeting with Old Trafford figures last week, and the goalkeeper is expected to stay this summer, although United could still enter the market at his position to sign a backup who can provide him competition. So it looks like Onana's going to stay. I reckon we want Onana to go, but there's no one interested in him. This is when we need Saudi to come and bail us out, and they're not bailing us out. They bailed out Liverpool with Fabinho, Henderson, etc., bailed out Chelsea with Koulibaly and a few other players. But when it's our turn, Casemiro and Onana, please come and get them off us. No one wants to take them off us. So we're just stuck with them. And I feel like this is going to be our problem this season. Rashford was meant to go Barcelona. They're in Nico Williams. That's who they want. Garnacho was meant to go Chelsea. That was the big link. They're in for Fofana or Gittins. So no one's going to buy Onana. This is what I'm saying. So anything that comes across, any sort of, we should just be pushing them out. Go. That's the same thing with Hojlund. Like, it's crazy. Out of all of them, the only advanced looking transfer to happen is this one, which is Antony's. Real Betis want to sign Antony permanently after his successful loan spell in Spain. Betis have had conversations with Manchester United to find out their position on his future. However, no offers have been made for a 25-year-old, and there's an expectation that a deal might take time to be completed. And this came out the other day about Antony. This is from Fabrizio. Real Betis will insist until the end to try and keep Antony for one more season, but it depends on other proposals Manchester United will receive from him. And then Sport just said basically Antony's worth 50 to 60 million. That's what we initially wanted, and then we realized after no serious offers, we have to negotiate a fee. I'll take 25 million for Antony. Just get him off the books, get him over there. And that was a more successful loan. And that's what I'm saying about Hojlund. If Hojlund goes, he can be Antony. When he goes there, has a successful loan. There's a lot of time over there. You don't really need to back up the defenders. There's a lot of space to run down. You can have a successful loan over there. And then he comes back with a price and it's, all right, Hojlund's going for 40 million or whatever we want. Do you know what I mean? So I think at the end this one will happen. And that's because we put him on loan in these positions. Any of our players go abroad, I reckon they will leave. Like, they will stay there. Look at McTominay, thriving. Antony's gone out there thriving. So I feel like we need to send players abroad. All this Premier League stuff, it still might be a bit techie. Like we sent Sancho to Chelsea, he still couldn't show his full potential. We've sent Rashford to Villa, he's got like 2 goals in whatever. So it's like, you send them on loan to the Prem, they're still not showing their full potential. But you send them on loan out of the Prem, Europe, they're smashing it. Their price is going up. People want them again. It's all eyes on them. So Antony's one was a successful one. Hopefully Hojlund ends up going out, even if it's a loan and it's a successful one. But he's saying he wants to stay, which is crazy. And then we've got Sancho. Sully Talks, who is very reliable for Manchester United talk. For Man United news, Sully Talks is known to be very reliable. I understand several Saudi teams, including Al Hilal, have inquired to Man United in the recent days about the conditions of a deal for Jadon Sancho. Early contact with nothing advanced yet. Few European teams also. Sancho refusing to take a wage cut, a significant wage cut. He's on 300k a week. And then you got Damaso, who's in Italy, and he's saying Napoli attempt Sancho situation, but when it got broken down properly, Napoli are in for Sancho. But can I see Napoli paying 300k a week to Sancho? I don't think so. Remember, they just got De Bruyne. How much does De Bruyne cost a week? So it's a crazy one. And obviously, this is what came out yesterday about Sancho. He said he has made it clear that he's not going to lower his salary demands despite being open to a return to Dortmund, because Dortmund won him back for the 3rd time. And then when I brought down the actual article, this is the actual article on the right, and it says basically Sancho is refusing to lower his wage demands to quit Manchester United. Sources resulting in it being increasingly likely that his current employers will have to continue paying his portion of his 300k per week salary in order to evacuate a move to Borussia Dortmund. So we've got to keep paying him right now. And this is what's happening with all the loanees. Rashford, Sancho, Antony, Malacia, they've all come back and we're paying them the full wage now because they're back. So this is what I'm saying. And so a lot of them are just cool with just sitting down. I want my money. I'm not taking no wage cut. They ain't got no aspirations like, wow, the World Cup's next year. Let me move somewhere, start playing, and then I can go World Cup. They're not thinking like that. They're just sitting around. I'm trying to get my money. And this is what Sancho's ended up doing. So Sancho's basically, he's wanted by Saudi. I can't see him going Saudi. He's refusing to take a wage cut. So how much teams can possibly get you if you're on 300k a week and you're refusing a wage cut? How much teams can come in for you and actually pay that wage? See what I'm saying? This is what the old regime has done to us. The Glazers, the Woodwards and that. They've put us in a position where these guys and their wages, they're so high that it just limits so much options that we can't, that it's crazy, man. We're just in a mad position. So yeah, and then more news today is just beyond the signing of Cunha and the pursuit of Mbeumo, it's expected that United will need to sell players from the fringes of the first team squad to generate funds before making any further additions. No one wants our players. Who can we sell? You understand? We're like 16 days in. No one's putting a bid for no one. None of our players or nothing in the transfer window. So it just seems a bit techie. But you see, the Antony one seems like it's the most advanced, but everyone else is just like, Napoli want him. They want him. It's a lot of hearsay, but nothing ain't really happening. So basically, we need to make some sales before we can, after we've bought Mbeumo, hopefully we end up doing that. Then we'll need sales. Then we can buy a striker. If we sell another player, we can buy a wing back or midfield, whatever. But that's the situation. And then Omar Rada's come out today and said, can the team win the Premier League title by 2028? Of course. I firmly believe we can do it. And I think 2028 will be the 150th anniversary or something. So, and he said, we have 2 or 3 summer windows to build a team to start competing to win the Premier League. Nobody is saying we don't want to win it until then. We're setting ourselves a target with a specific time frame to go and aim for it. It shows ambition, innit? So you've got to say these things, innit? But we'll see. We'll see how they move. To be honest, their transfer windows, I think it's been good recently. The wages they're putting everyone on, the way they're buying little gems as well on the side. Aiden Heaven, Obi, Sekou Kone, like they're buying little gems. you get it. It's different than what we're used to, where we're just going out there and we're going to spend 80 million or whatever, 70 million on Casemiro, 72 million on Hojlund, 80 million on Antony. It's a bit more structured now. And even that with the whole Bruno thing, we're not budging for 70 million. He's got 1 year left. You lot have gone mad, and we're playing a bit of games. Yeah, some teams have rejected us, but what can we do? We're not in the Champions League. We finished 15th. Beggars can't be choosers. So just to summarise all the news, to keep it in the 15-minute bracket, even though it's a bit over, Ekitike, 63 million, that's his price. Liverpool are in for him, but they have to sell Darwin Núñez first. So we've got a clean run. If we really want him, it's only 63 million, the same price as Mamouche. And that's been reported today by Hurst Class. Then we've got Rasmus Hojlund. He's saying that his preference is to stay at Old Trafford and fight for his place. Even though Inter Milan heavily want him, he's saying he wants to stay. Onana came out this morning that he's staying. He's more likely to stay, but we might buy a backup to provide him competition, because, you know, Bayende is as rubbish as him, basically. So, yeah. Antony, he's the closest to leave. Real Betis want to sign him on a permanent after his successful loan. But it's not expected to be completed soon, but it's going to happen. Remember, they got to sell Johnny Cardozo to Atletico Madrid, 30 million euros. So as soon as that happens, they've got some money, etc., and then it could happen. But for now, it's just, we want to buy him, but right now we ain't got the funds for it. So that's what's going on with that. Sancho has come out that Saudi Arabia want to get him. It's early. I can't see him going to Saudi, but he doesn't want to take no wage cut. Napoli want him as well, but he's refusing to take a wage cut. He said, I'm not taking a wage cut. He's on 300k a week. He don't want a wage cut. I can't see anyone paying that. 300k is a lot of money, how everyone's trying to fix up their structure thing. So it's crazy. I can see him going on a loan and two teams playing both. We pay 150 and then Aston Villa or something pay 150, but one team paying 300 is crazy. And yeah, that's all it is really. And then Omar Barada said he thinks we can win the league by 2028. And it's just stating that after Cunha and after hopefully and Bremo will have to sell by the time we think. But yeah, I'm on every day. I'll be back on after lunch about 1 o'clock with more news, 2 o'clock. And then I'll be back on later. So if you ain't added me, subscribe, like the video.
Got some celebs, pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now. But for now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm